Tawal, it's been such a joy to work with you. I will miss you so much. I will miss hearing you sing from your desk, and just the general happy, lighthearted mood that you bring to our office.
I very much admire your passion and your brilliant contribution to the organization, because every time you talk like a leader. So I'm really grateful that we have you in the organization, and it's definitely a loss of you leaving the company, but I'm sure you will have other more exploration in the rest of your life for the new journey.
Hey Tawal, I just want to say how much I appreciate having had a chance to work with you. You're truly an inspirational leader. One thing I really appreciate is just how thoughtful and insightful you are, whether that's in a meeting or conversation between us. It's just, it's just like every time you say something, I feel like, oh, that's so true, oh, I've learned something. And so it's just kind of like, yeah, it's kind of to the point where, we're in a meeting, and I see that you're about to speak. It's just this feeling that I get. It's like, oh, good, Tawal's going to say something. It's kind of like, oh, yeah.
The first time I met you was actually my second interview for CAA, and I remember you and Jenny were interviewing me, and you asked me, what do you think about theory and practice? And I was so caught off guard because I thought it didn't have anything to do with my job interview, and it wasn't really until I joined CAA, until I met you, that I realized that that was just you, that wasn't necessarily part of the interview, but that you were just curious and you wanted to have a conversation. And I think that's so much a part of your essence, is that you're just curious about the world and about people's personalities and thoughts, and that's something that I really appreciate about you. I think you're always so engaged in the conversations that we have, and you're so present and you really enjoy it. And I think that's something that we're really going to miss, is just how much enjoyment you get from this work.
Hey Tawal, thank you for everything that you've done for the office. What should I say?
I'm gonna miss Tawal's voice and his laugh and the joy and happiness that he brings to the office. I like that he's always singing and dancing in the office. I'm gonna miss that.
I think the word I would use is that he's very brave. I think none of our work is meant to be easy, and it's meant to be leading edge, and often that means it can be lonely, and I think it requires individuals who have a certain type of courage, a certain type of bravery to do that work. I think that
Tawal, 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 Tawal!
Everyone else's introductions were pretty formal. It was shaking hands and learning about what they did. Tawal, on the other hand, I'm just doing my thing, and Tawal storms up the stairs, slams his paperwork on the desk, and without even saying hi to anyone, starts complaining to Vanessa about a bad date he had the night before. I thank Tawal for allowing this space to be that open, because I'm not that confident about sharing that much about myself yet.
That's how it goes. Wonderful. That's basically how it went.
And I went to one of your shows for the very first time, and I didn't know what to expect. I knew you love to dance, and we've seen some of your moves in the office, but when you came on stage with your dance group, and you were just amazing. I was so blown away by you. You were just so exuberant and full of joy, and besides just being a good dancer, you can really see the energy and the movement and just the life in you.
So Tawal, I don't know you very well. We've only been able to work together for a very short period of time, but I do remember when I came in for my job interview here, and I said, I really like to connect people to people, and that's something I enjoy doing a lot. And you're like, well, can you connect me and find me a boyfriend? And I knew from that moment that we would get along very well, because it just, you brought in a lot of humor to what could be a very nerve-wracking interview.
Enjoy that.
Tawal, I miss you! Me and him were in a singing competition during lunchtime, and there may or may not have been a client that walked in, but definitely we got chided a little bit. I'll let Tawal win.
Cool.
My first memory of Tawal was when
We were at an API equality screening of something in Tongzi. It's like a Chinese film. And then he had to make a speech. And I think it was one of his first speeches as like the director of API equality. And he was so nervous, and he was like looking at his script and stuff. And I was sitting there and I was like, how can you be nervous? You totally got this down. And then he was like, I'm always nervous about these things. And I was like, but you're always up there speaking. And he was like, well, I'm nervous, but I always tell myself that, you know, I'm nervous and it's really, really hard for me to go up there and do a speech. But I do it for all the people who don't have that opportunity to go up there and do the speech. And to me, I thought that was like one of the very first conversations I've had with him, but it was also one of the more memorable lessons that anyone has taught me.
And ever since the summer, I feel that my life really has changed. Working with you and Vanessa really was so rewarding and so, with a lack of better terms, just like life-changing, really. Like API equality has honestly changed my life, and with you, I felt that you were always someone that I could always look up to, and someone that I could really learn a lot from. So I just want to say, even though you're not going to be in this office, I'll still miss you, and we'll still definitely keep in touch, and I hope everything works out. Whatever you gotta do what you gotta do, and we'll always have your back. Alright, peace.
Come for yourself, and best of luck, and best wishes on my life.
I miss you, Tawal.
But it won't be quite the same. But I do wish you a lot of luck on your journey. I know it will be great.
And please don't be a stranger. Come back and visit us. We miss you. Good luck.
Despite a parade taking over, you showed great leadership and you had a smile, and we really ended it on a good note, and I'll always have that image of you dancing. So I wish you well, and we'll miss you. Thanks to all.
The smell of smoke emerging from outside, because I find it kind of comforting for some odd reason.
Me and this trophy will meet.